This is the story of the first time we decided to use our bikes to go camping.
Oh, that is so cool.
I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Our life rarely goes as planned, and this story is no different. But we are determined to rebuild our beautiful steel boat, even stronger than she was before. And we're bringing you along with us. Alright, so it's Friday night at about 10:30, and Logan and I are just getting our bikes ready to go on a bikepacking trip for the weekend. I know what you're thinking. What? Isn't this a channel about sailing and boats? And yeah, it definitely is, but it's also about our lives. And one of the things we hope to do a lot more of once we are back on the water and sailing is using our bikes instead of a car. So we decided to bring you guys along on the beginning of that journey as well. In celebration of finishing the bulk of the chain locker and also a long weekend, we decided to embark on what was meant to be a 3-day, 70-kilometer biking and camping trip to some beautiful lakes. Well, we're almost ready to go. Oh, I have an extra pair of glasses. I don't need to bring those. This is actually the first time that I've jumped on the bike with any kind of weight on it. It feels super weird. But yeah, should be a good time. It is a beautiful sunny day. I'm hoping it stays that way. It's supposed to. It's looking good. There's not even a cloud in the sky. So yeah, picked the right weekend to try this out, I'd say. Oh, Christ. Luckily, it was a pretty short jaunt to get to a small paved road and then our gravel roads. Well, we're off the highway. We are on a side road now. Just adjusting the bikes, and I'm already ruthlessly suffering. Logan is great like usual when he's on a bike, and I'm like, where did all my cardio go? No one knows. Anyway, so this is apparently the steepest grade on this road, and then maybe part of the logging road. And then after that, it's not as steep of a grade. So that's nice, because this is like, it's painful, but it's not undoable. Like, I can still ride the bike up. But yeah, it's going to be a long day, but I think we're going to feel really good by the end of it at least. We had a few adjustments to do at the beginning, but things went pretty smoothly. And it didn't take long for the heavy breathing to start. Where are we heading?
The other side of that mountain. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure if that's the mountain I think it is, or if it's a different. You're scaring everybody a little bit.
But we
talking about the little one, right?
We made it to the first viewpoint, so that's worth it for sure. You can see Aerosmith a little bit over there even. Yeah, it's gorgeous, even with the clear cut.
Yeah, and I don't know what we've done for distance, but
How do you feel so far? Good. Nice. Woo woo! But the day was not without some navigational hiccups.
we just needed to get our elevation a little higher. And, yeah. You know, we're barely over 600. Now we can for sure say that we're going to be over 600.
Yeah, so what he's talking about is we went up that hill.
You can't see it because your head's in the way.
After climbing another even steeper bit. But that was a lot of janky little rocks and...
Blast rock.
Yeah, blast rock. It was janky rock. And then we realized when we were at the top of that second stretch of hill that we were in fact on the wrong road. So now we're backtracking and we have to actually cross a creek. So that'll be interesting. What is an adventure in back roads without taking the wrong road at least once though, right?
You gotta. I mean,
last time
Logan and I we did like 500 meters before we had to turn around after we hit snow.
There you go.
And then when we went up, we were like at the intersection to get onto the rail trail, and we were like, that's the wrong way. And we went all the way up this hill, like towards that house, and we were like, where's the trail? And the lady comes out and she's like, you gotta go down that way.
I wonder how often that happens. Probably fairly. All right, let's get riding again. It turned out that the correct road was actually a creek crossing. Do you need help crossing then, or are you okay?
I think I'm okay. I might be okay, I might not be.
Well, it'll all be on film. Either way. Looking good. I think that's the worst of it. Who needs legs? Okay, I guess I should take my shoes off. Woo!
Yeah, you
That
feel
is
it?
chilly. Oh. Ugh. Ow, rock. Made it across the creek, safe and sound, up another big hill out of the valley, and then we gotta climb again.
And then we learned why it's better not to bring liquid foods on a bikepacking adventure.
Downhill sounds like it should be easier until your straps don't let your bag stay on.
It's a big heavy bag too.
It is.
Oh,
Here?
No, just do
you
it
got
right here.
something, leaking in here.
Something leaking.
Oh, it's all over your fucking
Oh no.
Oh shit, inside?
Inside the bag.
Oh, damn it. That's the frickin'... So we had to empty that whole bag, clean it out, and now we've kind of changed things a little bit to hopefully keep it in place better. We'll find out because we got a few K to go downhill, so fingers crossed it actually stays.
I don't know how to. Here. What if we?
And it was the pico de gallo that spilled, so lesson learned on liquidy fresh food. It makes a mess sometimes.
And for the rest of the trip, everything smelled like pico de gallo.
No time.
Good enough.
Feels more secure, that bag already. So we've had more technical difficulties. Sid had two things break on his bag at pretty much the same time. My front bag decided it was going to try to run away, so we had to readjust and retighten it. But as you can see, we're doing it in a pretty nice spot, so I don't think we're complaining yet.
Oh, it's cloudy over there.
Are you saying oh because it's hot as hell right now?
Yeah. Just a little bit further and we'll be in the clouds.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the lake and want to go swimming, and it's gonna be cloudy after this all day. And I have to jump in because I'm pretty sure I'm getting a sunburn.
We biked almost the length of the lake and back before finding a campsite. There are designated campsites in the area, but we didn't want to camp with a bunch of people. We wanted something unique beside the lake, which meant that we ended up putting on 15 more kilometers than we had expected.
So after doing a lot of hecking around and biking, I don't even know how many extra kilometers.
It was a few.
10? A
Or
lot.
so.
We finally picked a camp spot. This is pretty much the only one we found. And this is the lake. Right by the mouth of the river. So we're just gonna go for a swim now. Hope that our muscles can feel a bit better after like 40 some K of biking today. It's pretty crazy. Feels good though. Feels really good.
Oh my god, it's cold. I don't think I'm gonna be swimming.
No, just a quick dunk. Like need wetsuit boots cold or what?
Like the water's probably somewhere around 4 degrees. Kind of cold. Yeah, that noise. Oh my god.
I gotta walk out and come back in. Oh! Oh, so hard on the feet.
Yeah, that's the right sound right there. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man, it's right. I don't think I have nuts anymore. Yeah, it's like they're numb, but now it's starting to hurt a little. Oh, that's it. I went under. That's all I need. Oh boy. Ow, my brain
Up to here.
and toes. Oh, that feels good though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm busted to go back in now.
No.
No, I was lying.
That was a dirty lie.
3, 2, 1, go.
Awesome. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, but also that was horrible.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, I hated that, yeah. I didn't really. It just sucked, man. It's like when you're that hot, too, and then you go in water that's that cold, it's just so much more brutal.
Such an extreme.
Yeah. What do you think? Bathing tomorrow morning?
No. Not a chance.
No.
Feels good on the sunburn though.
Yeah, does it ever? My body definitely feels better. That was, again, like usual, 100% worth it, but brutal. So, what are you doing, Logie?
I am can opening. This is my first time using one of these.
Looks like it's actually working pretty well.
Properly, I should say.
You're learning.
It was working well.
We're kind of making dinner. Not a bad spot for cooking dinner. And they've almost got their tent up already. What is this nonsense?
I haven't even gotten ours off the bike. You wanna watch that, Karen?
Luckily, we didn't lose all the pico de gallo, and there was still enough for tacos that night. We set up camp and finished the night off with an attempt at fishing. We spent that next day relaxing, reading, and napping, and just enjoying the incredible peace and quiet that surrounded us.
So the last task for our rest day, and by last I pretty much mean only task for the whole day, is to fill up our water bottles. We just walked about 20 minutes from our campsite to find some clear running water. And now we're going to fill up our water bags and our water bottles so that we're ready to go for tomorrow morning. None of us are ready to go home, but we're almost out of food, so I guess we don't have a choice.
You hear the grouse?
Mm-hmm. Oh, managed to get some guard.
Most people would probably filter this water, but we don't.
Hey, I can hear you.
Oh, Logan's in the pipe. Yeah, any of the like clear water that we find that we can see has run through moss or gravel or whatever, we don't usually filter it. We usually just drink it as it is, so haven't had a problem yet. Hopefully that continues.
One does help.
So far so good. All full?
All full. Those are some water bags.
Oh, Logan.
Pokey in the line. It's bugging.
So we're camped at the bottom of Second Lake, which is also the mouth of this little bit of river. And then it just flows into First Lake, and then out of First Lake it flows again on the other end, so it's pretty cool. We were just talking about how you could probably throw a tube in at the top, come ripping down this little bit of water, climb out, walk back up, and do that a few times a day, and it would be perfect because you'd be hot by the time you got back up, nice and cool by the time you got to the bottom. But we're definitely not packing anything rubber on our bikes out here, so we won't be doing that anytime soon.
I mean, we could.
But we won't.
No.
Well, just like that, we're pretty much all packed up and ready to go again. I don't think any of us are actually ready to leave, but alas, we've got real life to get back to, so the bikes will be a bit lighter. Hopefully it'll be easier pedaling with lighter bikes. We have more descending than ascending today. It was the other way around coming out, so that's good. And the weather's cooler, which will be nice because my arms and face are definitely sunburned, so. And I did not bring proper long sleeves to cover my arms, so that's good. Hopefully it stays overcast and not super windy and we don't get poured on, but yeah, see how the day goes. So we got to do a little bit of chill riding on mostly flat, and now we get to climb a big hill. And the hard stuff begins again. Look at this view. Not too shabby. We were just over there. Well, we are 2/3 of the way up our biggest climb for the day, and this is our view. Not too bad. Pretty good spot to stop. We're back at the creek, and Logan, what are you gonna do, Logan?
I'm gonna ride through this one. It's about knee deep, so I should only get some things soaked.
Yeah, we'll see. Cool.
Okay.
Everyone's filming it, no pressure. It's 3 cameras on you. Holy! So close! Oh man! So close. Nice! Yeah, it's not that easy.
A rock and rolled the wrong way on it. Like the current pushed me up the same It's still
I'm definitely walking that. Definitely not riding that.
I might try and ride it.
You might?
Yeah.
Oh, nailed it! Nice! Woo! Yeah, I'd say. That was awesome. Wow, and just like that, we're back. Holy shit.
We're done.
You have a beetle on your neck.
Probably. A beetle?
A beetle.
Oh, it's a cool one too. Hi, Beetle.
Shiny. How you guys feel?
Feeling great.
Yeah?
Grateful to be off the bike.
Yeah, no doubt.
My legs were running out of juice.
Yeah, same.
Oh man.
3 hours and 45 minutes. And that's like our breaks and everything.
Wow, we freaking killed it.
So,
That's amazing.
Thanks for joining us for this very different adventure this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we will be back to regular project videos. But if you want to catch up with us in real time, we would love to have you over on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. See you next week.